With the help of Moze's Prey debuff, you guys get 40% crit damage increase. Feixiao is now at 250 nearly. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Spacebar it in. Bang, 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 bang. And it is 500k. Wait. Hello internet! And today we're probably the biggest edgelord I've ever seen in any game or anime. Like, we got Moze. Bro's entire identity is to disappear. Before we start, the disclaimer. This is from the creator experience of our video, so anything you see here are subject to change. And of course, massive thank you to the official Charlotte team. And enough yapping, today we're highlighting Moze, and these are all the texts. I'm just gonna give you a TLDR. Moze, it's like the free-to-play version of what you would think to be Topaz. Like, we can see the similarities there. Lightcone-wise, using swordplay. This is probably the one Lightcone that you probably have. We got a traces. This should be the same as what I've just shown anyway, so it shouldn't matter too much. Eidolons-wise, these are it. I've given him E2 because I think it's unrealistic to just get E6 Moze straight out of the bat. You get crit damage increased by 40 for anyone attacking the prey. Therein lies the supportive ability, much like a Topaz, right? And honestly, that's exactly what he does. By putting prey on an enemy, he's gonna help your entire team with your E2 with the crit damage buff. And on top of that, she just gets you a lot of like follow-up attacks. So if you run a follow-up attack team, he will be able to shine. So guess what? That's what I've prepared for you guys today. He's designed for you guys to pull for Robin, then Feixiao, and if you're unlucky, hey, you have a Moze to replace Topaz. Before I dive in though, this will be the way I'm using him. I'm using an easy mode with Pioneer set. The reason why I want Pioneer set is because he himself has 2 debuffs on him that I'm gonna show you later, yeah? And away we go. I'll show the ultimate Moze team. Of course, I'll show you like a free-to-play version later, but let's just start with this though. Now, to start with the technique, I guess Moze has one, but it's honestly not that great though. It just gives you like damage increase for a little bit. The extra effects it has are decent. Like the out of battle effects are okay. Or just get stealthed up. So to start, you'll notice Moze without speed, because I'm running an attack boot on. That's how you want to do it. He actually gives himself action advance, so he'll always like be nearly the first guy to take the turn. On top of that, you got the bonus effects from his major traits, giving you a lot of energy as well. The more you do follow attacks, the more energy you get as well. So how we play him is to simply, well, sing with the dead singer for now. And here we're Moze. Remember when I said his entire identity is to disappear? That's what he does if you use your E. He disappears out of your team. By using E, I'm marking someone as prey. And through his talent, if a prey exists, I get a departed state. This departed state means I cannot be targeted by abilities, enemies, or my ally, so I cannot buff him by targeting him. He will also not appear in the action order. That's right, he disappears. Watch this. I'm gonna use my E. I'm gonna slow this down as well. The damage is not gonna be that crazy. It's okay. And just like that, we've activated the follow-up by Feixiao. That's normal. And you'll notice, look at the action bar. No Moze to be found. Bro literally got lost in the Shadow Realm, bro. Moze disappears. That means with Ventrine's E, I cannot target him. Like, bro just not in the map anymore. And of course, the enemy that I targeted are marked with prey on top of their head right here. What prey does here is, well, through my Eidolon, I get crit damage increase for my allies. I also do additional lightning damage. For every attack my ally does to him, I lose a stack on Moze here. Right now, I got 7 out of 9. Every 3 stacks I lose, I launch a follow-up attack, right? And every stack is what that I lose, I do additional damage. So just watch this, yeah? Ventrine goes, I'll do additional damage by dropping down my stack on Moze by 1. I'll activate the follow-up attack that does quite a bit because I've lost 3 total stacks. And just like that, I've showed you everything that he does. Isn't this so interesting, man? Of course, every follow attack he does, it counts as Feixiao's like, stack count. And that's where the synergy lies. I'm sorry if it's gonna be like a yap fest, but it needs to be because he's so unique. Notice when I say he's out of the action bar and he cannot be targeted, right? That does mean he doesn't take a turn while prey exists on the field. That also means any buff that I put on him will never run out. There's 2 turns remaining of clubs. It will never run out unless I take 2 turns. So my buffs are permanently on here as long as a prey's on field until the prey dies. I hope it makes sense, man. But here comes the ultimate though. How much damage will this do? Should do decent. Nothing crazy though. 53k into a follow-up. That's what my ulti does. It'll do, just the ult plus the follow-up. And for a total of about 100k. It's pretty decent for like a Topaz type of character, yeah? And here at Feixiao, we got 8 stacks total. More than enough. Let's just go ahead and use it. Now here I can kill the prey character. This is basically proof of that's different, right? I get 40 crit damage from my allies, including Feixiao. So this will quite very much hurt. One thing about Feixiao is what I didn't mention is you can use your E and then, attack them manually, or you can just spam space. Yeah, I'm spamming spacebar right now. It just does the right move, the best move, and I'm doing 241k. That's thanks to Moze's like buffs as well, yeah? Honestly, without Robin's ult, that's pretty impressive, though. I'm gonna kill this guy, which now you'll notice because I killed the prey, Moze straight out gets 0 stacks. It says in this talent right here, when the charge reaches 0, dispel the target's prey, and without prey, I don't get the departed state right here. That means I'm finally back in the action bar and I need to do my skill again to just hide again, yeah? I'm pretty sure you understand at this point, but just let me use my ulti right now. Alright, now Moze comes back. There's only one enemy left without prey, so I gotta put the prey on. Let's go ahead and put that prey on. Bang. That's 48k. Very solid damage. And now we're Feixiao. I'm gonna use my ulti right away. This should definitely kill you. I'm gonna spend my spacebar. Every 3 points that I deduct will mean a follow-up attack, but well, I don't think I need it because I just did 440k. Jesus, that's a lot of damage. So departed state goes in. I put a prey on you as well. Get my follow-up with Feixiao. Get the stacks on with Feixiao. Feixiao, by landing those like follow-up attacks, also helps deducting Moze's stack, which helps me out in terms of damage in total. I just realized I played this so badly too. I could have used Feixiao's E earlier. Then maybe I would have had my ult right now, but oh, whatever, man. That's 3 stacks down, 66k done. His damage output is honestly pretty solid. But speaking of which, checking the debuff though, we have Prey, which counts as a debuff, and Vengewise, which is a debuff from Moze. From that point of all in, which is from my like ally, that means the Pioneer set on Moze makes sense because I can get the maximum benefits, yeah? And I'm going to explain to you what happens if you don't put Robin with Moze later. Like, it's gonna be like an interesting point, I would say. But dude, the amount of follow attacks, man, pretty good. I might be able to still zero cycle this though. Let's go for this. Now, sadly, I'm out of the prey state, which is, you know, I don't get extra damage. It's a bit sad. Let's go with the E with you. And what I'll do is I'll use my ulti with Robin. I'm hoping to get this 1 cycle, but I don't know. Get the gosh dang ulti in. And here comes Moze first. We get our departed state right away. That's 9 stacks on with a follow-up. That's -1 with another follow-up. That's -1 more. So with this attack, I should get my follow-up attack with Moze. Watch this damage right here. Get the Q, and how much is Moze doing? And bang, 57k, not too shabby. And can we end Kafka though? With the help of Moze's Prey debuff, to get a 40% crit damage increase. Feixiao's now at 250 nearly. Let's go ahead and do it, man. Spacebar it in. Bang, 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 bang. And it is 500k. Wait, that's more than what I would do with Topaz, no? What the crud? I mean, I guess so, because Topaz doesn't give me just 40% crit damage. But damn, okay. Maybe it was like a crit dip. I don't know, but that's 500k. So with this E here, I can actually end it, no? Yeah, I did. That's a 0 cycle. Holy crap, Moze. Okay. But you know, what if you got only Moze, you didn't get Feixiao? Is he still worth building though? But you know what, I'm just gonna show you a test for now. This is not the team, I'm just gonna showcase it, yeah? So remember when I said the buff that is on Moze is permanent the moment he disappears because he doesn't take a turn, right? So right now I just buffed him with the E of Sparkle. That's Dream Diver right there. It's 1 turn remaining, but the moment I use my E, I disappear and I no longer take a turn. So because I can't take a turn, my Dream Diver will always be there permanently. Well, I say permanently, but it's until the Prey debuff disappears, which means, you know, it's until the elite disappears if I reach 0 stacks. You would think it's broken, but it comes with its own demerit. If I use anything else to target an ally for a buff, I will not be able to target Moze. And after all that, Moze still has the Dream Diver buff 1 turn remaining right here because he's not taking a turn. I can't get rid of my buffs at all. If I want to buff him again, I cannot. So that includes using my E into my ultimate, right? I cannot target Moze. So if I go and just use that, Moze will not be buff. You realize that's basically the demerit. While he cannot run out of buffs before he disappears, he also cannot gain buffs that you have to target him for after it disappears. And that is the whole experiment that I'm trying to like bring to you. But enough boring crud though. Let's just use this team. Unfortunately, with how he's functioning, like you have to go for AoE buffers. Someone like Ranmei, someone like Robin is perfect for the slot. The only other one that could work is perhaps Asta or anyone that debuffs your enemies rather than buffing your ally. But yeah, we do have a Gallagher, Moze, March, and Robin setup where we're gonna take a bunch of turns and we're just murder them. I've never tried this team before ever, exactly. So yeah, let's just see what happens. I suppose we'll go over the E for you. We don't need speed on Moze at all because he's disappearing anyway. Use our E right now with Robin. Oh yeah, by the way, I also cannot be targeted by the enemies even, so that's interesting. Somehow Marsh just keeps getting demolished. I guess that's the thing though, by disappearing Moze, the enemy has 1 less enemy to target, so maybe that is a bit tough, like on squishy characters. But anyways, just go for this. Get my extra turn right now, and I think I'm gonna go for the ulti right away, man. Robin's buff like Aria or Concerto are both self-targeting skill. So she does not target Moze, that means Moze will still have Concerto, Moze will still have Aria. What Moze does not have though is this, Cadenza. This is from Robin's Lightcone, which says it will increase all allies' damage dealt by 24, but they need to target it. But anyways, here comes Moze's ultimate. Against a lightning weak character, I have all the buffs on me. I have prey debuff on you, so let's look at this damage, right? Should be quite a bit. 100k into a follow-up, 63. Why stop there? With a Q into another 3-stack down, into another follow-up, 57 down again, into another turn with Marsh. Jesus. It is the season of follow-up attacks, man. They go crazy, dude. If there is a weakness to with someone like Moze, it's certainly against multiple characters. It's just the staple of all hunt characters. Like right now, I could use my E and kill you, but then the moment I do, like my prey debuff also disappears. So it's kind of like a waste of energy, but well, whatever, man. We're in the next phase here. Hopefully we're fine in the end. I'm gonna go ahead and target this guy. He's annoying. Now I'm disappearing, right? 9 stacks down. I'm out of the map. You'll notice his energy is actually not an issue at all. For someone that doesn't take a turn, every time the additional damage that I do from losing a stack on Moze is triggered, I get 2 energy, right? And of course, every follow-up I do, I get energy as well. It's a pretty simple character to use. 74 to 52. Really good damage, man. Again, though, he's not like a main DPS or anything like that, so don't want to expect him to just be an Acheron. But for someone like a Topaz slot, he does resemble Topaz. I still think Topaz is better, though, considering like Numby just dukes for 80k itself. But this is not too far behind. Note that this is only E2, right? So bang, that's 60k again. Damage goes down. The only real bad part is that the moment your prey debuff disappears, you'll have a bit of a downtime. Right now, I've killed the enemy. I need him to take the turn again. You're a March, which is gonna end you right there. Done. And now we're faced with only 1 elite left. This is MOC 10, which is not that easy, right? For a team with only 1 limited 5 stars, I'm quite happy with this. Let's go and use an E here. I'm hoping to get my ult back again, but should be soon. Let's go and use a Q into a March follow up into an action advance. And oh boy, March 7 is still to go. I can get rid of your fire weakness too because my Shifu is fire. Oh yeah. So boom, done. That's your push back. I'm gonna go for the ulti right now. I don't know if I can get Robin's ultimate though. I don't think so. Oh no. I can use my E, but I don't think that gets me enough. Yeah, that does not. We 1000% have this anyway. Like you are prayed now. I have follow-ups going on. Like it's just over. Get me the extra turn Robin. Just the most busted character for this team right now. Moze is also designed for like AoE buffers too. But yeah, I suppose this will be a unique thing to point out as well. Because Moze is not on the field, I don't really get the turn, right? Like he doesn't take a turn. I don't get the turn by Robin. Kind of unique, I would say. Kind of, it's something we've never seen before. And there we go, a 1 cycle clear for MOC 10. Only 1 limited 5-star used. Is that incredible though? I wouldn't say so. Apparently I've read a Reddit post about how everyone's 0 cycling MOC 12 or 10. Somehow I am not able to do that, but if that's normal, then this is okay, I guess. Jokes aside though, that was pretty good. I've showcased to you how Moze is used with Feixiao. Really good synergy, but do you really need him for it to work? It's more like you need a Robin. She's the whole thing that ties everything together. I'll try Moze without Feixiao. Maybe you just like him. You want to use him as a 4-star of its own. You can pair him with someone like March 7th. With the amount of time March attacks, you get to decrease Moze's stack a lot after he uses his skill, and he'll attack a bunch. He doesn't just nuke a character for 200k damage, but he sure nukes a guy multiple times for like 50, 60k. It feels like a Topaz, right? Topaz and Numby. Numby goes for 80k sometimes. Topaz herself goes for 40k sometimes. Moze, while providing follow-up attacks, also needs your allies to take action and hit the enemy with prey debuff. So it's like you gotta support him for him to support you. Overall, I think, yeah, he's worth pulling a copy for, I would say. Even if you don't have a Feixiao, you could always pair him with a March 7th team. Use a, healer with a lot of actions like Gallagher, and there you go. You have a team that could 1 cycle MOC 10. Not too bad for anyone. And you will get him by trying for like the new banner anyway. So if you get him, man, keep him around. I'm sure he will help you out sometimes. And that'll be all for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below any ideas you might have. Sometimes you yoink them and make a video right out of them. And that's all. Take care.